very important because it is used in every part of maths as well as science in solving numericals. So the word direct and inverse, the two, it is also called inverse. Direct and indirect proportion. Proportion means a ratio. So when we say proportion, it means there is a ratio. So when you say there is a direct ratio, direct means there will be a direct relation. So direct relation, quickly I will explain, and the concept is given in this book as with example. What is the cost of, now you have seen that there are things which are used in our daily life. Let's see with an example. The example you have done in junior class is 5 pence cost rupees 20. If 5 pence cost 20 rupees, then what will be the cost of 1 pen? Now you will give the answer quickly because you know this, that if 5 things cost rupees 20, 1 pen will cost 20 on 5. It means when the pens are more, the cost is more. When the pens are less, the cost is also less. So 1 pen will cost 4 rupees only. So direct and inverse, which is also called indirect proportion. Mostly in the direct proportion, I am coming to the point directly. Direct proportion mostly deals with rupees and the other quantity. So here there is a point given. Do you notice when the number of egg increases, the cost also? If you buy more eggs, you have to pay more. If you buy less eggs, then you have to pay less. So this means that if there are, in this example of pen, if there are more pens, then the cost is also more. If the pens are less pens, then the cost is also less. So this is called direct. Direct means that the relation between the two quantities is direct. When pens become less, the cost becomes less. When pens become more, the cost also becomes more. This is called direct relation. If you are having example of weight, so if you are buying things, if you buy 1 kg object, you have to pay 20 rupees. If you buy 10 kg, you will pay more. So that is also direct proportion. Direct proportion or direct variation. So it is also called variation or it is also called proportion. So both the things are mentioned here. The first exercise only deals with direct, and we will understand how to do. Now let's see what is inverse. This was direct. Now let's see what is inverse. Inverse will be like if there are 10 children, 10 children and they are given some work, they finish the work in 4 days. So if 10 children finish the work in 4 days, the same work, if it is given to one child, what do you think? He will take more days or less days? So you will all know it that if one child is or one person has 10 people are doing the same work, they will take less days. And if one person is given the same work, he will take more days. So he will take more means if the number of children become less, then the work is done in more days. If the number of people become more, like if there are less children, people are doing the work is done in more time. If there are 15 children or 15 people doing some work, they will take some time, but if there are 100 people doing the same work, it finishes fast. So why does this happen? Because this is example of inverse proportion. So inverse proportion is if there are more people doing the work, then they will do in less days. This is a very common example of inverse proportion. So direct and inverse. This is inverse means, so when one thing becomes more, the other quantity becomes less. So now let's see an example here, and let's come to the exercise. First we will see the meaning of the question. So like if I give you an example, in this exercise the examples of test yourself is not given. Okay, they have given value question and cost question. So let's see here. I am giving you one question. 20 pence cost rupees 200. Find the cost of 25 pence. So whenever you are given any question, whether it is direct proportion or inverse proportion, you will see in every question there is a relation between two things. Like here it was pen and it was cost. And in inverse, I gave you example that it was number of children and days. So in every question there will be two quantities. So in this question, what are the two things? First is the number of pence and second is rupees. Okay, you have to see the question says find the cost of, cost means you have to find rupees and the pens are there. So in every question there will be relation between two things. In this question there is relation between number of pen and rupees. Out of number of pen and rupees, what do you have to find? Do you have to find number of pen or you have to find rupees? So type the answer below. You have to find how many pens or you have to find how much money. So in this question I have written find the cost of 25 pence. So you have to find rupees. So in every question two things are there and relation between two things is compared. So what do you have to do? First thing, out of the two things you have to decide which one has been asked. Like it is written find cost, find rupees. So we will keep left side, this is the left side, and the right side. I am telling you a simple method which will help you in solving numericals in higher class. So on the left side and on the right side, on the right side you will keep, now we have seen two things, one is pen and one is rupees. So I have to keep pen here or write the pen here and then read the sentence. So what I will keep on the right side is whatever you have to find. Okay, like in this question they have asked rupees, so I will keep rupees on the right side and here I will write number of pens. So on the left side you will keep the quantity which is given in the question and on the right side you will keep the quantity which is to be found. Clear? There are two things, pen and rupees. On the left side I am writing pen and on the right side I am writing rupees. So now I will write 20 pens. So you don't have to write sentence, you just have to write 20 pens cost rupees 200. So why did I write 200 on the right side? Because the question says find how much money. So I have kept rupees on the right side and pen on this side. So first I will write 20 pens cost rupees 200. Then since it is variation, so I have to find what is the value of 1. So if 20 things cost 200, then one pen will cost how much? So it will cost 20 things cost 200 one thing will cost less or more? It will cost less. This everyone knows. So it will be less means divide. So 20 pens cost 200. 1 pen will cost 200 upon 20. So the right side number is divided by left side number. So it will become 200 upon 20. So right side number is divided by the left side number. And then I have to find what is the cost of 25 pens. So since pen is to be found, I will write pen here now. So 25 pens will cost how much? So if one pen costs this much, 25 will cost more than more than 1 or less. Means if one pen costs, like here the answer is, you can get the answer. So 200 and this will become 10. So one pen costs rupees 10. So 25 pens will cost more than the cost of one pen or less than the cost of one pen. So you will see 25 pen cost more. So more means M and M means multiply. So 25 into 10. The right side answer is multiplied by the left side number. This is the only concept. Okay. So your answer is rupees 250. So the cost of 25 pence is rupees 250. Let's see one more example. Example is 12 kg apples cost rupees 720. 12 kg apples cost 720. Find 6 kg apples cost how much? You have to find, if 12 kg cost 720, how much will 6 kg apples cost? So again we have to do the same thing, the left side and the right side. So what are the two things in this question? One is kg and one is rupees. One is kg, one is rupees, and what we have to find? Kg or you have to find rupees? So kg is given to you. You have to find rupees. So where will you keep rupees? Rupees will be on the right side and left side will be kg. So I will write kg here and on the right side I will write rupees. Why did I keep rupees on the right side? Because I have to find how much money. So I will write now 12 kg. These are apple questions. So apples. 12 kg apples cost rupees 720. Since it is unitary method, I will write 1 kg will cost how much? Will it cost more or less? So since the weight is more, cost money will be more. If you buy less, you have to pay less. So less means you will divide. So the right side number will be divided by left side number. So 720 divided by 12. So divide 720 by 12 and you will get the answer 60, which means 1 kg costs rupees 60. Now you have to find 6 kg will cost how much? So if 1 kg costs this much, 6 kg will cost how much? More than 60 or less? More. So it will be 60 into 6. So the right side number is multiplied by the left side number. So it is 60. Therefore we have to keep left side and the left side concept clear in mind. Okay, so right side we will write the number which we have to find. Okay, let's see the same question of the apple question. Yes, in the book we will first see the type of question which I have done just now. There is a question of apple here, question number 5. It says cost of 2 kg apple is 125. Find the cost of 6.5 kg. So it says 2 kg cost rupees 125. Cost of 6.5 kg is how much? You have to find this. If 2 kg cost 125, find the cost of 6.5. So again, like in the question I told you, you have to keep left and the right. So in this question, what will you keep on the left side and on the right side? So I told you there are two things. One is kg, one is rupees. So what we have to find? We have to find how much kg or we have to find how much money? Yes, it is written how much money. It is written find the cost. Therefore, on the left side and on the right side. On the left side, I have to write kg. And on the right side, I have to write cost. So here I will write kg. Here I will write cost. Cost in rupees. So now question number 5 it is. So I will write now 2 kg apples cost rupees 125. So first from the question we will write that what is given. 2 kg cost rupees 125. Therefore 1 kg apples will cost more or less. Simple. If 2 kg costs 125, 1 kg will cost less. So less means the right side number is divided by left side number. This will be divided by this. So it will become 125 divided by 2. Now I don't have to divide because it is not dividing. So 1 kg apple costs 125 upon 2. But we have to find 6.5 kg. 6.5 kg means how much? 13 upon 2 kg. So this I have to find. So now I will write if 1 kg costs this much, then 13 upon 2 kg apples will cost how much? So they will cost right side number multiplied or divided. So here did we divide? Why did I divide? Why did I divide? Because 1 kg cost will be less. And less means divide. Now if 1 kg costs this much, then 13 kg if 1 kg costs this much, then 13 kg will cost more than 1. If you buy less kg, you have to pay less money. If you buy more kg, you have to pay more. So more means multiply. So 125 upon 2 multiplied by 13 upon 2. So 125 upon 2 multiplied by, it will multiply now. So when do you multiply? When the value should be more. So now you will multiply this and you will get the answer in fraction. So since this is not dividing, so multiply now. And 4. So answer is 4 and it is 13 upon 2. So when you will multiply and then you will divide, it will be 4 4 6 24, and since the question is given in fraction, so I can write the answer in fraction also. So 406, and 4 into 4, 4 6 are 24, and 1 upon 4. This is, so it will cost rupees 406. This is your answer. So 13 kg or 13 upon 2 kg apple will cost 406. You can see the explanation again and you will understand what is the concept. Now let's see question number 6. Question 6 says Amit cycles at a speed of, his speed is given 12 km per hour, and his speed is given 12 km per hour. What distance will he cover in 2 hours? And then it is written time is 2 hours. He is traveling or cycling at a speed of 12 km per hour. What time, how much time will you take? So how much distance will he cover in 2 hours? And 2 hours 20 minutes. 2 hours 20 minutes. So in this question, Amit cycles at a speed of, see your book and the question. Amit cycles at a speed of, this one, cycles at a speed of this, what distance will he cover? So what do you have to find? There are two things. You can do it by speed method, you can do it by, so in this question the speed is given and time is given, and what do you have to find? What distance will he cover? So his speed is given and time is given. So I can solve it by two ways. Let's do it with the direct and inverse variation method. So time is 2 hours and 2 hours, speed of 12 km per hour. So his speed is 12 km in 1 hour. So his speed, let's write it, is in 1 hour he travels 12 km. It is given 12 km per hour. So there are two things now. One is time and one is speed. So you have to find two things. One is distance, 12 km. Speed is given 1 hour 12 km. So one is kilometer and one is hour. Here also it is hour. So you have to find hour or you have to find kilometer. So since time is given, it means we have to find kilometer. So what I will do, since I have to find kilometer, I will keep kilometer on the right side, and on the left side I will keep the time. Time here and distance here. On the left side I will write time, and on the right side I will write distance. Now on the left side it is written in 1 hour, time is given in hours, distance is given in kilometer. So in 1 hour he travels 12 kilometer. It is given 12 kilometer per hour means in 1 hour he travels 12 kilometer. Therefore in 2 hour 20 minutes. So if he is riding a cycle, 1 hour he is traveling 12 kilometer. So in 2 hours he will travel more distance or less distance? Yes, more distance. More distance means multiply. So we have to multiply 12 with 2 hour 20 minutes. We have to multiply. Why do we have to multiply? Because less hour, less distance, more hours, more distance. So multiply. How will you multiply 2 hour 20 minute? You have to simplify and make this number as one number. So 12 into 2 hour 20 minutes, change it into hours. So divided by 60. When you divide, it will become 3. So it becomes 12 into 2 hour. See, now this is important, 1 upon 3, which means 12 into 2, 1 upon 3 hours. See, this is important. I have to convert minute into hour. So when I convert minute into hour, I have to divide minute by 60. So 20 minute divided by 60 will convert it into hours. So now this whole thing will become hours. So 2 hours plus 1 upon 3 means 2 1 upon 3 hours, which means my number becomes 12 into 7 upon 3. So the answer becomes 28. 28 what? Kilometer. So your answer will be, he travels 28 kilometer. He covers 28 kilometer in 12 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, so you can see explanation again. What did I do and how did I convert? You can watch this explanation again, that how did I convert the time, how did I convert the speed, and what you will understand how to do it. So he has covered a distance in particular time, and then we are finding what is the distance covered. So in direct and inverse proportion, you have to decide first of all by the method which I am explaining. Otherwise, many people do it with different methods, but do it with a method which you can apply. Now, 7th question is important. Question number 7. So when it is explained, you can take reference from the question which I am telling. Question number 7. See page 166. Open your books and you can see question number 7. There is a vertical pole which is 2 meter 10 centimeter high. So let's see what is the question. The question says that there is a pole. I am explaining you with the diagram. So if the pole is 2 meter 10 centimeter high, it gives a shadow. So if the pole is short, shadow will be short. If the pole is taller, shadow will be longer. If the pole is short, a short object will produce short shadow. A longer object will produce long shadow. So this is direct proportion. So those who have joined late, you can see that how to decide it is direct or inverse. Now again, in this question, we have to find out two things. What are the two quantities in this? A vertical pole 2 meter high produces a shadow of 1 meter 40 centimeter. A 2 meter pole produces shadow of 1 meter. Then find the height of a pole. You have to find what is the height of a pole whose shadow is 3 meter. It means first you have to decide what are the two things in this question. The two things are, first is height of pole and the second is length of shadow. Now I want you to see, do you have to find height of pole or you have to find length of shadow? So read the question. A pole 2 meter high produces a shadow of 140 centimeter. Find the height of pole. You have to find height of pole. And length of shadow is not to be found. So since you have to find height of pole, You will keep height of pole on left side or right side. So I told you what is kept. You can see this video again and understand what is kept on the left side and what is kept on the right side. So I told you that on the left side I am again writing it, left side, and on the right side. Left side we write whatever is given in the question, and on the right side we will write whatever we have to find. So in this, what do you have to find? So in every question there will be two things. In this question there is height of pole and there is length of shadow. So what do you have to find? Find the height of pole or find the length of shadow? So the question says find the height of pole. You have to find height of pole. So what do you have to find? Height of pole. So where will you keep height of pole? Left side or right side? This you have to decide. So whatever is asked, whatever you have to find is written on the right side. Therefore, on the right side I will write height of pole. On the right side I have to write height of pole, and on the left side I will write the length of shadow. Now understand why I have written this here, why I have not written change the place. Why did I write height of pole here? Why did I not write height of pole here and length of shadow here? So it is written, I have written here, whatever is given in the question and whatever you have to find. So the question says find the height of pole. Therefore, I have kept height of pole on this side and the length of shadow on this side. After having written this, under this I will write whatever is given. The length of shadow in the question says 1 meter 40 centimeter. First let's write the number. 1 meter shadow is made by 2 meter 10 centimeter pole. So on this side I will write pole and on this side I will write shadow. So 1 meter 40 centimeter and 2 meter 10 centimeter. And now I cannot solve 1 meter 40, so I have to convert it into single digit. So 1 meter 40 means 140 centimeter. This is important. Understood how it is 1 meter? 1 meter means 100 and 100 plus 40 is 140. And 2 meter 10 will become 210 centimeter. So the question becomes 140 centimeter shadow is produced by 210 centimeter high pole. This is pole and this is shadow. So this shadow is produced by this pole. So if the shadow is only 1 centimeter big, so if you want to make 140 centimeter long shadow, you need 210 centimeter long pole. So you need a bigger pole. Now if you need a smaller shadow, will you need smaller pole or a bigger pole? Type your answer below. Type your answer below that will you need bigger shadow or will you need more longer pole or a shorter pole? If the shadow is small, should the pole be smaller or bigger? So you will see, yes, it should be small. Therefore 1 centimeter shadow will need smaller pole. Small means now the answer of this side should be less, and less means divide. Therefore right side number will be divided by left side number. So always right side number will be divided by left side, so it will become 140. Okay, so 1 centimeter shadow is produced by shorter pole and 3 meter shadow. If the shadow is 3 meter. 3 meter shadow means 300 centimeter. Now why 300? Because I want to solve everything in centimeter. Therefore, 300 centimeter shadow will be made by longer pole or a shorter pole. If the shadow is small, then the pole also is small. If the shadow is big, then the pole also should be big. So therefore, it will multiply. So 210 upon 140 multiplied by 300. So you will now multiply. Multiply means m means more. So when the number is more, then we multiply. When the number is less, we divide. Simple concept. So watch 2-3 questions, you will understand. Now divide. So what is the answer? 4 centimeters. So the answer is length of pole. Length of pole is 450 centimeter, which means 4 meter 50 centimeter. Answer. So you have to make units same and then solve. So direct, inverse, both are solved in a particular way, and the concept is simple. The questions which are given 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, they are important. The question which direct, here it is mentioned it is direct, like it is written 2 hours. We are coming back to question 1. When the time is 2 hours, distance traveled 10 kilometer, 8 kilometer. So there is a comparison shown. In 2 hours, Seema travels 10 kilometer. In 2 hours, Anita travels 8 kilometer. See this question. In 2 hours, Seema is covering 10 kilometer, and in 2 hours, Anita is covering 8 kilometer. You can see in your book. So who is traveling faster? Seema. Yes. Because the same time she is traveling more distance. In 1 hour, if Seema takes 5 kilometer, then in 1 hour she will take how much? So what will come here? Yes. So 2 hours Seema takes 10 kilometer. In 2 hours Anita takes 8 kilometer. So see, concept again becomes same. Let's see this question in we have to find for Anita. So time and distance. So I have to write time here and distance here. And it says, now since we have to find for Anita, so I will use time and 8 of Anita only. So 2 hours time and distance is 8 kilometers. Keep seeing these numbers in your book. 2 hours time and 8 kilometer distance is by Anita. Therefore, in 1 hour, it will be how much? In 2 hours, she travels 8 kilometer. 1 hour, she will travel more or less? Less. Therefore, it will be less means divide. So 8 divided by 2. So it will become 4 kilometer. It means in 1 hour she will travel 4 kilometer, and in 4 hours, in 1 hour she travels 4 kilometer. So in 4 hours she will travel more or less? Type more or less, like M for more, L for less. So the question, it is written here, 2 hours Anita is 8, 1 hour Anita will be 8 upon 2. Understood why it is 8 upon 2? So I am first comparing these two things, 4 hour and this. Then I can compare this and this. So in 4 hour it will be more. So 4 into 4, 16 kilometer. Therefore this answer is 16 kilometer. You have to understand how it is 16. Now if you compare this and this, in 2 hours Seema travels 10 kilometer. In 1 hour she will travel 5 kilometer. So if in 1 hour she travels 5 kilometer, 4 hours she will travel how much? 20. 5 into 4, 20 kilometer. So this is 20. This is simple. Concept is given. So you can see how it is coming. Now again there is a question of time and distance. Here it is written time, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours and 6 hours. In 1 hour distance traveled is 5 kilometer, 2 hour distance traveled is 10 kilometer, 3 hour distance traveled will be, so here it is 1 hour 5, 2 hour 5, so we are multiplying by 5, so it will be 15. So it will come, what will come here? So here it will come 15, here it will come 20, here it will come 25, here it will come 30, because in 1 hour distance traveled is 5, 2 hours distance traveled is 10, 3 hours distance traveled will be 15 into 5, and 4 hours distance traveled will be 20, in 5 hour distance traveled will be 25, 6 hours distance traveled will be 30. Simple. Got it? So how do you identify that a quantity is direct or inverse? So by seeing the comparison between the two quantities. So all of you will try question number 3. In question 3, numbers are given. Everything is solved. You have to tell it is direct or inverse. So you only have to compare this table with this table. So you have to say X and Y are direct or inverse, and then type the answer. Where it is written direct, you have to solve by direct. Where it is written find it is direct or indirect, you will find it. Okay, so you have to revise this and then try to do a question. And yes, this one, question number 5. 8 grams of sandal, this is 173. Question number 3, 4 and 5. Question number 5. 8 grams sandalwood costs rupees 40. What will be the cost of 10 grams? So this you will solve and try. 8 grams sandalwood costs rupees 40. What is the cost of 10 grams? Solve it in the same way. Then this one also, a car travels 60 kilometer in 1 hour. How much distance will it cover in how much time will it take to cover 150 kilometer? So keep the concept of the left and right. What is to be written on the left side and what is written on the right side, that you have to keep clear. So whatever is given in the question, you will keep it on left side. Whatever is on the right side, it is find, you will keep it on right side. And then whenever you have to find unit thing, we will divide the right side number by the left side number. So 210 is divided by the left side number and multiplied also. So when do you multiply? When do you divide? When you know the answer will be less. And when do you multiply? When you know the answer is more. Like 1 centimeter shadow is made by a shorter, and 300 centimeter shadow will be made by a longer pole. Simple concept. So try to do these questions. Question number 4, 3, 4, 5. Mental maths. And then we will continue with inverse proportion. So revise this and then we will see later on.